Um, Babylon is itself is, in essence, a love letter to Hollywood and its evolution over the years from no sound to having sound and all these other things. I'm curious to know if you guys, while making this movie, did you learn anything about Hollywood that you didn't that you know now? I
I
mean,
learned
didn't know at the
so
time.
much. Yeah, no, so
Mm.
much. I mean, like the main takeaway was just how debaucherous and insane that time was. Whereas in my head, if someone said, think it like what was the 1920s in Hollywood like, I would have thought that everyone was, like flapper girls doing the Charleston. It was all quite, controlled and quaint, and it just is just madness. I started reading these stories and I was like, holy shit, no wonder so many of them died so young. They were just doing so many drugs and just like there were no rules, and it was just, yeah, I mean, talk about an industry that eats you up and spits you out. Like it was pretty extreme back then. That was like the main thing I learned. But I learned like a lot of beautiful things too. And I watched so many silent films that I now have such an appreciation for. Not because I'm like, I should appreciate this because it's a good classic movie. It's like you watch it, I'm
Mm.
like, this is brilliant. This is a brilliant movie. It's incredible what they could do back then.
Yeah, I learned with Demian talking with him about like this sense of the pioneers. Like everyone was inventing something, everyone was trying something because they literally didn't know how to do it. So they were like building all the grammatics. So to put it in some word, like the grammatics of movie making, like close-ups, the panning, everything. And I love that idea. Like it was so new that it was like effervescent, like full of energy to like wanted to burn, to be created.
Awesome. Well, that's my time. Margot, Diego, you guys are brilliant in the film. I'm gonna put it out there. I think your names are gonna be held said a lot after this film comes out. So it was a pleasure talking to you today. It was an honor actually talking to you guys today.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Babylon itself was a love letter to Hollywood and how it progressed from silent films into the juggernaut that it is now. Was there anything that you learned while making this film that you didn't know was going on in Hollywood throughout its history?
Definitely the amount of partying that was going on, and it was crazy because obviously a lot of these artists, as the era was transitioning, they were experiencing all of this like on the fly. So to be able to like party as much as they were and then wake up, go to set, and then back then they had all of those sets like all on just one big dirt mound filming at the same time. It
Mm.
was like they were just, it's kind of amazing how they were, a lot of those guys were probably like coked up and hungover, but pushing out product at a fast rate. It was pretty impressive to see once I saw the final cut of the film, and they were really burning the candle at both ends back then. So I don't, oh man, I couldn't imagine doing that now. Like it's just, I'm glad that people have developed different systems and the technology has advanced and things like that. But yeah, that was kind of jarring to witness.
Me neither. The level of booger sugar being abused in that film
Man,
was amazing.
it was heavy.
Uh, yeah. So, yeah, the film was amazing. You were great. You was fantastic. Your name's gonna be said a lot after this film comes out. Man, I'm glad I saw it.
Appreciate that.
Uh, it was an honor talking to you today. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Likewise,
it.
brother. Thank you.
You too, bro.